Good morning and welcome to Fort Seller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lynn, and I hope that you had a wonderful Wednesday yesterday. Today is Thursday, March 4th, 2021. It is a day 2. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to participate in the Mindful Minute, to get yourself settled, maybe relax, but more than relax, aware and awake to what is around you right here, right now. Okay? These little moments, if you really pay attention to them, they're not just ordinary moments, they can be extraordinary. All right, so let's go ahead and use our eyes and look around. Notice where you are. Use your eyes and study and find one thing, perhaps small, perhaps big, one thing that is interesting to you. Focus in on it, study its shape, how the light bounces off of it. Any descriptions you can come up. Just study it. And then, using your ears, both ears, listen. Stop and listen to those sounds that are around you that you might not have noticed. And then, with your nose, take a breath in and consider what smells are around you. And finally, with your sense of touch and your skin, what do you feel? Whether it's the collar around your neck, like I do, or I have, or it's the coolness or the warmth of the air that is around you. Now finally, notice the wholeness of your body. Notice how this planet Earth has pulled you down with weight. And notice that chair holding you up. Notice where your weight goes down and meets the strength of that chair holding you up. And as I try to remind you, if your feet are on the ground too, notice how that floor is holding up the weight of your feet. I like to close my eyes. You don't have to. If you don't want to, just simply soften your gaze and focus on a place in the room. Let's go ahead and take our first breath in, filling our belly full of air. And then as we breathe out, allowing our chests to relax and our shoulders to sink. I'm using the hot cocoa method as we breathe in, smelling the hot cocoa, knowing that we're still in the winter time. And as we breathe out, I lower the cup and I blow to cool down that hot cocoa. Breathe in once again. Fill your belly full of air. And then as you breathe out, allow your body to be alert but restful as it settles into your chair. Breathe in and make sure that you're paying attention to this moment. And as you breathe out, recognize that if your mind is off thinking about anything else beyond your breath or this moment, simply nudge and bring that attention back to the here and now. Breathe in. And breathe out. Know that when you realize you're not being mindful, it is not a moment to get upset at yourself or judge yourself. Breathe in. Just simply be kind to yourself. Nudge your attention back to the anchor of your breath. Breathe out. Now also go ahead and notice your your toes and your feet. Breathe in. And your ankles and lower legs and both knees. Breathe out. Say hello to them in your head. The rest of your legs and your hips. Breathe in and spotlight your belly as the air flows in full of air, expanding it, like I said, like a balloon. And as you breathe out, notice your lower back and your upper back and your sinking chest. Breathe in. Notice your shoulders and your arms and your hands. And as you breathe out, notice your neck and that precious head of yours balancing at the very top. In and out. Notice finally what feelings you have brought to school today, and allow yourself the compassion of sitting with those feelings. Breathe in, inviting them in, allowing those feelings to tell you what they need to tell you. Breathe out. And in due time, they will be on their way. In a moment, you'll hear a bell or a chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter. And when you can't hear it anymore, you may then open your eyes and awaken to the world that is around you. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort, where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. And whether you have a great day or not, that's ultimately your choice. Not my choice, not your best friend's choice. You know how this goes. It is your choice. So choose wisely, work at it, and enjoy the rewards. At this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You can go ahead and take a seat. I want to thank you for joining me in the Mindful Minute. You know, I say thank you all the time, and it is something that I am practicing being grateful, practicing the art of gratitude. You ought to try it sometime, even on your worst days, find something to be thankful for. It's good for the world. It's good for other people to hear that you thank them, but it's also good for yourself. Next time you are upset or frustrated or even really excited, practice thanking something or somebody and study how you feel. You'll find yourself feeling healthier. All right, so there are 3 expectations here at the school. Number 1, be respectful. Number 2, be responsible. And number 3, be ready. You know the drill. It's pretty self-explanatory right now. It's only 3 rules. All of you guys can easily come up with it. We go over it every single day. Well, yesterday was an interesting day because very recently there was a handful of students that ended up coming to the office, and not exactly for reasons that we were very proud of. Not a single one of the kids that has come into my office, not a single one of you is a bad kid. We always make sure to remind you that each one of you is a good kid. Sometimes we make poor decisions, But one thing I noticed yesterday that I was super proud of was that many of our students made some really good choices, and it really stood out to me, you know. You know who you are because I told you yesterday who you were, and I was just really proud of you. You showed respect towards others and to yourself. You were responsible with your body, with the words that came out of your mouth. You were responsible with your hands and your feet. You were responsible with your feelings because your feelings are real, and you should be able to have whatever feelings you have. Upset. If you're upset, be upset. That's fine. If you're angry, be angry. If you're happy, be happy. If you're tired because it's the afternoon, it's after lunch, you know that feeling. Be tired. But how do you show being angry or sad or happy or excited or tired? How do you show it in a healthy way? And a lot of kids yesterday made the right choice, and I'm really proud of you guys. And finally, being ready. Are you ready to show the world what you got, right? Are you ready to be in class and learn? Are you ready to showcase what and share with others what you have already learned? Are you ready to eat in the cafeteria and do so in a respectful way to our wonderful lunch ladies? Are you ready to clean up after yourself? Are you ready to share? Are you ready to let somebody else go in front of you, right? Are you ready to ride the bus in a way that is safe and respectful to our bus drivers? A lot of you guys made some great choices yesterday, and I'm really proud of you guys. I hope we could do that again today. Finally, in the month of March, we spotlight the character trait of integrity. That's doing the right thing even when nobody else is looking. Sometimes I like to sneak by the classrooms, and yeah, sometimes you notice me, sometimes you don't. But when I do walk by, I see more often than not you guys doing the right things, even when you know or you don't think Mr. Lynn's listening or watching, even if you're in small groups and your teacher isn't watching. I see a lot of you guys making the right choices. You know who you are. Be proud. And finally, if nobody else has told you this, I want you to hear it from me. I love you, and I like you just the way you are. Let's make it a great Thursday.